Here's a pretty fun little project that you can do that introduces people to the idea of sewing and working with conductive thread and making something functional fairly quickly. This little thing that I have on top of this pen is a stylus that I just made with some conductive thread and needle and thread and a pair of scissors, a little bit of fleece. And this is one of the more recent ones that I've done. This first one here I did using felt, and I sewed around the tip to make this make a little conductive pad on the tip. And let me just show you how this one kind of works. And there's a little conductive seam here, and it works on this one too. And if you want to zoom, you have to add another finger to it. And so basically the conductive thread is sewn along the seam here. There's a little tip here that is the thing that you connect with the screen with. And on this one here, because it's a plastic pen, you have to touch this little seam right here. And I suppose another variation on it would be to add another seam on probably a whole bunch of different sides so that you're always touching one. But that works pretty good. Originally what happened was I bought some of these metal pens, and I thought that would be a neat thing, because then all you have to do is touch the pen and it works. This one here didn't work as well because the tip that you touch the screen with is a little bit undefined, and inside there's a whole bunch of conductive thread touching the barrel of the pen. This one here has no conductive thread in it. It's just like the cover, and it's on a plastic pen, so this doesn't really do anything. This one here is more square. It's also on a metal pen, so it does work, but it's not as reliable as this last one that I made. One of the things that's nice about this is that you can use it on kind of a variety of different pens or pencils. You can put it on a pencil and it'll work. You can put it on a plastic pen like this one, it'll work. These gel pens have a nice tip, and so you can put it on that. If you have this seam and you organize, if you place it so that it's over the clip, then that's pretty good. And then when you're using it, it's just a regular pen. So if you're going to do this as a classroom project, you'll want to have a bunch of different rolls of this conductive thread. The conductive thread is a little bit of a specialized purchase, so you don't want to have just one of them. And if you're going to sew them and then add the conductive thread, you'll want to have some regular sewing thread. And a needle that has a big eye is a good thing to have. It's definitely easier to thread with the big eye, and with the conductive thread it is definitely thicker than regular thread. And scissors, some fleece or other material that can stretch, and you can put it so that it's got a good tight grip on the pen. This felt worked fine too. Mostly it ended up just being too short. And try it out and see what you can make it do, and make some neat stuff.